This afternoon, we have Pete Gerken, Lucas County Commissioner, with us to talk more about the efforts from the county to keep our water safe over the last decade. Welcome, first of all.
Thank you, Dan.
What memories do you have of that infamous weekend?
They're unforgettable. They really are. This community got turned on its side within a matter of 12 hours. And I was looking at some of the timeline. Really, from starting at 4 in the morning of that Saturday until noon out there, everything went.
Did you get a phone call like early morning or
I did.
overnight?
Actually, I was visiting friends 2 hours away from here in Indiana. They said, you better get here pretty quick. You're going to be needed in the operations center. So drove back, and things were confusing. This is the first time a community had ever gone through this. We didn't know if the microsystems were really harmful or a little harmful. But Mayor Collins had to make the call as the mayor of Toledo to say whether to do not drink or not. That was a pivotal call. That call changed history in Toledo and in the state of Ohio. Because of that day of 3-4 days without drinking water, our whole approach to cleaning up Lake Erie was launched on a new trajectory. People paid attention to it.
The Mayor Collins had to make a call not just for the city, but also for the entire region, because the suburbs all get the same water.
Yeah, our water system is regional. So it is Sylvania, Maumee. Everybody got affected, 400,000 people. I remember driving back, and I got a call from my sister who lived in Montevideo, Uruguay at the time. She goes, "What's going on with the water there?"
I was getting calls, too, from people.
So it was a tsunami that hit quickly.
Most times you don't like it when your area is on the national news for something. It's usually bad.
Yeah, and I think we're still recovering from that a bit, 10 years later. I was with some small business person today, and she said, I still don't drink tap water. I said, it's fine. I drink tap water all the time.
I prefer tap water over bottled water.
You should take tap water. It's much more environmentally clean. Our water is safe. The city of Toledo has put system hundreds of millions of dollars, owes the nation. Even if there was a microsystem outbreak, we clean it up before we get it. It is all cleaned up right now. So hopefully we're not going to have a water shutdown again. We're working on a backup plan for backup water, redundancy. All of this has come out of those few days in August. It really has changed the trajectory of talking about water in the Western Basin of Lake Erie.
And also, it also got you thinking more forward with the city, too, as far as modernizing the water equipment, because, I mean, it hadn't been done in years and years and years.
So had the mayor not made that call, history would have changed differently. It was a crisis at the time, but I think looking back, it had a positive effect on a couple things. It had now broadened our approach to cleaning up the lake and knowing we have to do it just not in Toledo, but in a watershed basis. There wouldn't be things like H2 Ohio program that the governor launched with great fanfare, if not for that. The city would not have upgraded its water quality, would not be looking at a better redundant water source. It really spurred the regional water system to get built. And we learned a lesson on how to do emergency management in those 4 days. We weren't great at it the first time. We used the lessons we learned on emergency management, and when COVID hit, we took all the lessons that we learned that we didn't do well and made our COVID response as an emergency management team much more sound.
Let's talk where we are right now. We only have 2 minutes left, but the farmers have done a better job in helping the situation. But the CAFOs, I know you were on about the Lake Erie not being a toilet, but all these animal farms around here, not just the small ones, but these huge animal farms that violate the law in some areas or find a way to skirt around the law, and they're getting manure into the watershed, and that's creating a real problem. Now you were talking about suing the EPA. Was that the state, federal, or both?
We're resuing the U.S. EPA for violation of them not enforcing the U.S. Clean Water Act in 1972. Okay. They whiffed on that. And I'll say this, we only have a couple minutes. They're going on right now in Defiance County, in Ohio. 78,000 heads of cattle, swine and cattle, are being put into that community by JBS Hunt, who is a Brazilian manufacturer. This is not a farm. This is a factory. 100 trucks a day in and out of there. This is not a farm. And all that manure, which equates to the city of Toledo and the city of Maumee combined, is being produced there in one day, and it's not regulated. And it's being spread out. So all the work we did with H2 Ohio, maybe, some of the benefits, it's being flushed down the toilet, literally.
Do you feel in some way like you're going in this fight alone? Because our Ottawa County, Erie County, this affects them too?
I do. I was on a call yesterday. I chair a statewide water quality task force, and they were on the call. And I just said, please, this is not farmers versus cities. Just help us out. When you have a mega national corporation dumping manure into our lake, it ought to affect everybody. And I think they're starting to get the message.
We've come a long way in the last 10 years. Where are we going to be in 10 years?
We're going to have to keep getting better. We're not there yet. Everybody says it takes 5 years to clean up the lake. We can't keep saying, well, it takes another 5 and another 5. And our goal, both as the county commissioners and our pursuit of this, is to make that clock run faster. We can do it if there's political resolve to do it. We can do it, and we must.
Pete, well said. Thank you so much for coming in and talking about a very important subject.